Who was foretold in Deuteronomy 18:18, Muhammad or Jesus? To know this, we need to examine this verse in Hebrew. It written, modern Hebrew with Nikud, Devarim 18 verse 18.
נביא אקים להם מקרב אחיהם כמוך, ואשים את דברי בפיו, והוא ידבר עליהם את קל אשר אצווה עליו.
In English, Deuteronomy 18 verse 18, I will raise up for them from the midst of their brothers a prophet like you, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he will speak to them all that I command him. First, from the midst of their brothers. In Hebrew, the word mikarib, it comes from the root word kirib. It means inward part, midst, within our land, within their land, center, middle, and among. Second, of their brothers. The word akihim, it's come from the word ak. It means a brother or brethren. In this verse, it use akihim, a plural form means brothers. A prophet like Moshe should be an Israelite, Hebrew or Jew. In this case, Muhammad was not qualified, because he is an Arab, the descendant of Ismail. Although Ismail is son of Abraham, but he is only a half-brother, the verse did not said, from the midst of their half-brothers, Arabs, but of brothers, talking to the Hebrews and Israelites. The purpose of Deuteronomy was to give the law of Moses to the Israelites, Torah, once again as they prepared to enter the land of Canaan so that they would remain separate and distinct from the surrounding peoples. The focus was on making sure the Israelites didn't adopt the practices of the other nations around them. The Israelites were to be different. The Deuteronomy 18 verse 18, in context it's referred to Jesus, Yahushua, that mostly known as Son of God. Quran 45 verse 16.
ولقد آتينا بني إسرائيل الكتاب والحكم والنبوة ورزقناهم من الطيبات وفضلناهم على العالمين.
In English, indeed, we gave the children of Israel the scripture, wisdom, and prophethood, granted them good, lawful provisions, and favored them above the others. Quran 2 verse 40.
يا بني إسرائيل اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأوفوا بعهدي أوف بعهدكم وإياي فارهبوني.
In English, O children of Israel, remember my favors bestowed upon you. Fulfill your covenant and I will fulfill mine, and stand in awe of me alone. Quran 2 verse 47, 122.
يا بني إسرائيل اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأني فضلتكم على العالمين.
In English, O children of Israel, remember all the favors bestowed I granted you, and how I honored you above the others. What are the similarities between Moses and Jesus?
Number 1. Both Moses and Jesus escaped the slaughter of very young male children. Number 2. A mild-tempered or meek spirit was displayed by both Moses and Jesus. Number 3. For the sake of Jehovah's service, both Moses and Jesus left behind prominent positions and great riches. Number 4. Moses and Jesus both became God's anointed ones. Number 5. Both Moses and Jesus fasted for 40 days.
Both men glorified Jehovah.
Number 6. Jehovah used both Moses and Jesus to magnify his holy name. Number 7. By divine power, Moses and Jesus both performed miracles that glorified God.
Other important similarities.
Number 8. Moses and Jesus were both associated with a miraculous provision of food. Number 9. Manna from heaven was linked with the service of both Moses and Jesus. Number 10. Both Moses and Jesus led people of bondage into freedom. Number 11. Moses and Jesus both mediated covenants. Number 12. Judging was committed to both Moses and Jesus Christ. Number 13. Both Moses and Jesus were entrusted with headship over God's house. Number 14. Even as to death, Moses and Jesus were alike.
In addition, the following 32 are also similarities of Moses and Jesus.
Time is near when God reveals his faithful chosen ones. In heaven
So, we have 46 compilation of Bible verses that prove the fulfillments of Deuteronomy 18 verse 18 was fulfilled in Jesus, Yahushua. He is the beloved Son of Jehovah, and becoming King, in Messianic Kingdom of Jehovah.